Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Drew Cove. This is going to be my first official video. I was in the progress of making a different first official video, but LeBron and I went to the Sixers, and I feel like a good time to make a video. I am gonna try to edit LeBron James's contract because this happened so fast. Shit. Fuck. Changes. I bugged it. Yeah, but this happened. Fuck. Eh. Okay, whatever. I signed him to another year. Whatever. Um, we'll override his retirement later, but it is looking like a 2-year deal to join the Sixers. But Jaylen Brown getting traded for pennies. Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, LeBron James, and then PJ Edgecombe with the solid bench of Anthony Simons, LeBron Phylon, Dean Wade, Dominic Barlow. Like, such a good bench. Justin Edwards. Shout out Justin Edwards. This is how Nick Nurse kind of is gonna have his bench look like. We're probably gonna run 11-man or 10-man. Sorry. Just to help out our older guys and just to help out Joel Embiid kind of stay healthy. We are gonna play with injuries on. But yeah, crazy shit. Originally it started off with like the Heat, the Warriors, and the Cavs as being main suitors, but after the Jaylen Brown trade, it seemed like LeBron kind of went to that thought of mine, which I don't blame him at all for. This is a really good team. But I kind of wonder how they're gonna fit because Tyrese Maxey is a on ball type of guy. Jaylen Brown, I feel like can kind of play off ball. Embiid has been more off ball than you used to see him when he was, you know, boom or bust with just having him carry the team. There was like a decline of Ben Simmons. And then he pretty much had no help for a little bit. He did get James Harden at one point, but you know, they were trying to find the right pieces around him, but really couldn't find it. But now he gets help of LeBron James, of Tyrese Maxey, of Jaylen Brown. A lot of first options on this team, which I'm kind of interested into seeing. Tendencies wise, I am gonna change a couple things here because I do want to make sure. I do want to make sure these guys take their fair amount of shots. Jaylen Brown, I think 85 is fine for Tyrese Maxey. I'm gonna up PJ Edgecombe's shot tendency to at least an 80 here, and then Jaylen Brown, and want him taking a lot of shots too. I'm actually gonna lower LeBron's to an 80 because realistically, I don't think LeBron is just gonna be shooting as much. I think he's just gonna be there as the role player, if you will. But yeah, very interesting. I wonder how the rest of the league kind of shakes up after this. But we are gonna submit through the first month and kind of see. I'm gonna turn off trade stuff, and I will have. I'll kind of let this first year kind of go on um CPU stuff. I off season, whatever. I'll figure it out in a second, but we'll simulate the regular season here and just let the CPU kind of decide what to do here. But I can imagine they have a pretty good year. I'll also have the CPU take care of these scouting things, but De'Aaron Fox is the Cup MVP. Kind of ironic since he really didn't do that well in the actual finals, but you can have you can have the baby trophy. Not off to the greatest start here. I guess Jalen Brown was injured for 2 weeks, but again, that doesn't warrant like 14 games. That warrants maybe 4 or 5 games. But it looks like the chemistry is kind of not cooking here. Um, well, always that. Oh, Tyrese Maxey and VJ Ochum are also hurt. That could also be a thing with it. We're getting close to the trade deadline. I need to see how many, if we need like any contract extensions, and it looks like we do with Dean Wade and Anthony Simons. Um, Simons is gonna take a pay cut. I will offer him like 925 with a front option. Yes, will kindly accept and front load this one for Dean Wade, and we'll kind of keep on plugging through. But yeah, not a very good season by what most people would expect. I feel like, but as long as like make it into the playoffs, I feel like this will end up being a good team. But again, 2 core players are hurt, so we'll see. MVP LaMelo Ball. That is one of the first times I've ever seen that shit. Cameron Boozer, Rookie of the Year, 28 and 4 with a block and two, or 1 steal and 2 blocks. 50, 50, 60, 20. That's not good. LaMelo Ball almost at 54, 50, 40, 90, but was lacking on that free throw. 2 steals a night for LaMelo. Honestly, I feel like the Timberwolves can unlock full potential of LaMelo, so I'm very excited. 6th man of the year, Paul George. Um, Evan Mobley, defensive player of the year. Most improved is Nemius Queta. Brandon Miller, having a very nice year without LaMelo. Mike Brown, catcher of the year. And Nathan Mack, executive of the year. Um, LaMelo, Giannis, Jokic, Tatum, and Doncic is your first team. Cade, Jamal Murray, at aka Big Purr, Jay, and Shengun as your NBA second team. Third team is gonna be Curry, Trey Young, Ja Morant, Scotty Barnes, and Brunson. I kind of want to see how Ja did in the simulation. 27, 3, and 6. Not bad. First defensive team goes like Mobley, Giannis, Anthony Davis, Jared Jackson, and Draymond Green. Like Jalen Duren, Walker Kessler, Caleb Wilson, Scotty Barnes, and Boozer. So shout out the 2 rookies. Boozer, Wilson, Peterson, Mikael Brown Jr., and DeBonsta as your all-rookie first team, and Joshua Jefferson, LeBaron Philon, Dean Wagler, Darius Cuff, and Galen Swain as your second team. So that how it goes for all the little little awards. I just realized Nurse's bench utilization is kind of high. I'm gonna tweak this a little bit. We are gonna run a shorter bench lineup for this. Talk 40 isn't playing well enough for me to kind of warrant him to want to play, but this is kind of funny. We're gonna go against the Boston Celtics in the play-in. Charlotte Golden State Warriors for making the 4 seed with questionable lineup, at least. But we'll simulate with Simcast here and see how we do. But if it's close, we'll jump in. But going into the 6-minute mark, it's a tie game. 4 minutes, 3 minutes left, 3-point difference. We'll jump in here. LePookie James can he kind of help us out, but we'll see. Dean Wade will pass to BJ
Edgecombe with it. James. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. They've got Sam Hauser. Jason Tatum is out there with George. Then there's Derek White. And it's Robinson in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
LeBron James. Robinson there for the rebound. Celtics leading by 5. On the wing, George. Wade is coming. And get the 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky.
James against Tatum. The 8-footer.
Oh!
Great determination, but can't put it back in. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Now let's go courtside for this story on Jalen Brown. Hey, how's he doing?
I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Philadelphia, and the report's not good. Early indications are that it's a ruptured Achilles tendon, not what anyone wanted to hear. Sadly, we won't be seeing him again tonight or in the near future. It sounds like he's got a long recovery ahead of him. Back over to you.
Thank you, Allie. We appreciate the update. And of course, you never like to see any kind of injury.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Now, Tatum, after the missed 3 from Tyrese Maxey.
Just too many missed 3s for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch. It drops.
This is the kind of selfless leader Maxey is. He knows how important it is to share the ball.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup. It's so much at stake here. Austin making some changes.
I am going to turn down the commentary valve. I don't know why I have it so loud. But Tatum, he's going to have the ball working against LePookie James and makes the touch. So, up by 41 seconds. Against the Celtics in real life, Tyrese Maxey was kind of a guy. So maybe they should have get some corners. Working against Derek White, trying to drive up. Couldn't hit. Ron fakes 3. BJ Edgecombe kind of stuck on Hauser here. That's the back from James. It's a nice shot. Now they have to play the foul game.
Sixers foul.
Hugs. Oh, Oh, Maxie just breaks the shot.
This seems pretty much over.
They're gonna play the foul game here, but we gotta listen to the end. Yeah, so kind of go in and win or bust, and the Sixers actually get eliminated in the play-in, if you could believe it or not. Victor wet bananas goes to the finals against the Knicks again, and Cat actually wins the finals MVP this time. Yeah, I don't care about my governor tests. And -1. Okay. Okay. Player retirements. We are gonna overturn this from him. That's scary. Oh, that scared me. We'll do that. But everyone else can retire, especially Terry Rozier. Doc Rivers retires. Chris Paul retires, and Grizz, of course, gets his thing. Let's kind of go to the draft lottery. We shouldn't be in this, but we'll kind of see if we have any picks. No, it looks like the Hornets have our pick. Staff setting, no changes, but we'll kind of just skim through that. NBA draft time. This is probably going to be the season where I kind of like tamper with stuff. And we'll just send them to our user pick. Oh, we did have a draft pick here. Let's kind of see who is the best here. Prospect cards. Bernard King. Luke Longley. Greg Smith. Maxi Kleba. Al Kuzma. Wow, these. Chard Lewis. Yikes. These. Man, these are some rough outlooks for these rookies, but Bayfall kinda drops to us, and we'll take them. Yeah, I didn't see that we have the 12th pick. I kind of want to see what Tyron Stokes. Oh, wait. You can't see it from there. So we'll take fall. Player options. We'll pick up Bona in Watford. Yeah, I feel like that's fine. Doing that, qualifying offers. I'll offer them the qualifying offers. And LeBron James back. We do have bird rights on him. We'll offer him this and see if he agrees, and then we'll fix his contract here. Once moratorium is over. And let me fix it. I'll be right back. Let me just fix this contract. Okay, we're back. I fixed this contract. Had to go back and remember actually how much he was getting paid the season before, but not perfect, but just as close as I can get. But we are gonna go into free agency here and try to make some upgrades to this roster. I feel like Phylon hopefully will take some steps in progressing. BJ Eshcombe should definitely probably progress here. I'm trying to think what kind of upgrade we need, but let's kind of see what we can do here. I think let's kind of look at what contracts we have and see if we can trade anything. Here we have Edgecombe on a decent contract. Simons here. Got Bayfall. Got McBarlow, Trenton Wofford. Everyone else is pretty much on minimum-ish contracts. Let's see if we can try to trade Simons for something better, maybe. for like an upgrade. And we can maybe throw in like I should probably say like a Trenton Wofford, Jaime Jaquez, and Ryan Rollins would probably be pretty solid. Shemsky, maybe. I don't know. Never really plays that well for us on Sims. I do it. First round pick in Najee Harris. Deontay George and Sensabaugh here. You have a first? That's actually interesting deal. Deontay George, 12 points last year. Kind of see what you did in terms of EWA. Do EWA at 0.4. How did offer did? Not that great. It's kind of like maybe I don't know. I like this trade a lot too. Ryan Reynolds is pretty good. Jaime Jaquez, a decent defender as well. We do give up our first, but I do like this trade for us. Let's see if we can not give up a first round pick. See if we can give up a couple seconds instead. They really want this first. I'll throw in another second. I'll throw in 4 seconds. No. Well, I mean, I'm kind of fine with giving up this first. I think we can contend. You give an extra second pick. I don't. It's not that big of a deal for me. Stealing Guy Santos for the Warriors might also not be bad, but let's get a look at the roster right now. After that trade, we have Maxey, we have Rollins. We kind of could. Let's kind of. I kind of want to look at your playmaking, B plus. Your playmaking A minus. So we can kind of quick edit Rollins to maybe a shooting guard. Where did he go? We'll have him play shooting guard, point guard. That's fine. And then Haka's right here as a backup power forward is pretty good. Dean Wade could, if we can package something for a backup small forward to help out LeBron, maybe. I don't want to like completely gut this team, but I think we have a little bit of money that we can look for upgrades here and draft capital, because I think this is going to be the last season of LeBron being here. So, kind of meant make the best of it. And let's see if we can get... Is there anyone selling? You're rebuilding. You're also rebuilding. Anyone else rebuilding? Jazz are. So as the Grizzlies. Okay. As much as I want to trade Joel Embiid, I don't think there's a world that I do trade him. Just because I think it would be nice for Kyrie, one of Kyrie or Anthony Davis to join him, but going back to Team Intel, I think Sadiq Bey might not be a bad shout here, to be honest. So maybe we'll go to that route. There's no way the Kings should buy right now. Um, uh, yeah, let's go to the Pelicans and see if we can get Mr. Sadiq Bey. He doesn't want that much, or he doesn't owe that much money. He did 12 full points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. His EWA wasn't that good, but I think that could be an upgrade between like Dominic Barlow, who was a net negative for us, and then maybe Dean Wade, who is also a net negative for us. So let's throw in these two guys. They're gonna say, oh, Dean Wade has no trade clause. That is okay, interesting. Wasn't familiar with that. Dominic Barlow and Justin Edwards will get it done. We'll throw in 2 seconds. They say no. 3 seconds. They say no. 4 seconds. They say no. Okay. Didn't want to throw in a first, but we can. But we don't have any. Ooh, we don't have any first to trade. Then I will make a trade for a first. Feel like a lottery protected first with 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, and maybe a guy who we don't really want, which is probably no one, to be honest. I need the other guys in trade, so we get an extra first. Let's go back to these Pelicans and talk about Sadiq Bey again. We'll give them this lottery protected first. And the Bulls will go, I believe it was Dominic Barlow and Justin Edwards. They said no. We'll throw in the seconds, and they agree. All right, so we get a bit better. Now we need to sign some just guys to fill out the roster, but we got 2 Maxi Phylon, Rollins, and Edgecombe. We have Brown and Bay, Sadiq. All right, James, Akaz, and Dean Wade. We have Embiid and Bona, so that's what? That is 10, 11, right? Oh no, that's, I forgot about adding Bull. So that's 12. We need to sign 2 more guys. No. We can kind of like look to maybe sign some guys who are maybe, let's see if we can sign some guys that have played with LeBoo here. Grayson Allen looks like a good shout. Max Christie played with LeBron for a little bit. I think Spencer Dinwiddie did too. Yeah, he did. Do we bring back Ben Simmons? Bones Highland, Caleb? I don't think so. Luke Kennard is good. Big Pat, Malik Beasley. He did play with the Lakers briefly, but I don't think that is gonna be a right type of player. Let's see. Ariel 40. That is actually our guy. Oh, Wagner played for the Lakers. Oh, I think he was actually with the Lakers the first year LeBron came over, but we'll do. Do we do Dinwiddie or do we do Max Christie? We'll offer Christie the contract. Mo Wagner, we get Christie, we get. And we'll kind of just go. Player regression. Maxi goes up. Edging goes up by 4. Sadiq Bey goes up 1. Rollins up 1. Hawkes up 1. Bylon only up 1. Christie up 1. Mo Wagner down 1. LeBron James down 4. Jaylen Brown down 2. And Joel Embiid down 3. That's kind of not what you want to see, but hey, it is what it is. Going down back to the off season, we have 16. We'll stop simulation here and look to cut someone. And they'll probably be Dylan Terry or Terry. Honestly, we just signed Mo Wagner, but sorry, bro. No. Yes. I accidentally made a random draft class, but I don't think that's gonna matter. We will let Russell Westbrook go through a farewell tour. I have to do this, but starting lineup looks like this. It'll be Maxey, Rollins, Sadiq Bey. It looks like Edgecombe and Jaylen Brown are going to be hurt for a little bit. So Maxey, Rollins, Sadiq Bey, LeBron James, Joel Embiid with Hawkes, Phylon, Christie, Dean Wade, and Buck Porty off the bench. Hopefully our guys get healthy soon. Let's kind of see what the injuries they have. Achilles, 2 to 4 months, and tendonitis, 2 to 4 weeks. I guess just bad timing for LeBron James fans. We'll give Embiid what he wants and Dean Wade what he wants. But yeah. Let's just check system proficiency because I haven't checked that. I want to see if there's any better. Perimeter centric looks fine. We'll keep it on that. And we'll sim to the trade deadline. See if there's anything else. We are currently losing a lot, which is not good. But that is kind of how the tables have decided to turn here. Phylon gets hurt. Rollins gets hurt. You can kind of see why this team is doing so bad. But kind of unfortunate. But it is what it is. Sixers. Some of the star players on the Sixers are prone to getting hurt, so it's not too surprising, but everyone getting hurt at the same time is kind of unfortunate. But this team, you do need really strong backup pieces. I kind of want to see if there's anyone that we could possibly get that can help us out here. I don't think so, to be honest, though. Yeah, I honestly don't think there is a world where we can get him any more help. Honestly, let's look at the Wizards. They're rebuilding. This Anthony did. Ugh, stress fracture. Yeah, let's kind of look at our. Can I look at our finances and salary cap breakdown? Yeah. Can't make really any big moves at the deadline to help out LeBron here and Jaylen Brown with Embiid making so much. Let's see if I could try something, but let's see. Go to the Mavericks. We'll get Kyrie. We'll get Gafford for my blind. Embiid. Wilson. Dean Wade has a Bona. Ryan Reynolds and Aldama will get you. They send us PJ Washington. We send Maxi. Sure. Max Christie. Sure. Not gonna be super realistic, but let's see if this will get it done. We'll get Kyrie to help out LeBron. Coming off the bench, I think our wing depth is, our front court depth is a lot worse here. Maybe we can try to find something for PJ Washington, but I mean, just got traded here. We're not gonna be able to. We would have to tap into our wing depth to probably get the better players, but hopefully, maybe we could trade Huck Porty and Braylon Fall for, or Bay Fall for a good center. Let's see. Let's go again and see who is like selling. Will Claxton, Miles Turner, Zach Edey would be nice. I don't think we have the draft capital to do that. Diabate. Wendell Carter, Nurkic, Robert Williams, Jared Boyles might be interesting. Boone would always be interesting. We'll try to get Mark Williams maybe from the Suns, and that will be our deadline. Mark Williams is making not a whole lot of money. Huck Porty will give Ball. You give us like some trash player. Like, don't have any picks to give you. We'll give him Dalen Terry. Someone else who's bad. Alright, wait. Let's see if we can get a first for Dalen Terry from somewhere. Maybe from... maybe this Hawks... ooh, fuck. Cool. So, let's trade finder Dean Wade and Terry to see if we can get some picks. Can't. So let me see if we can first rounder from the Heat for Dean Wade. Thank you, and let's go back to the Suns trade. Mark Williams for Huck Porty. Heat first. This is acquire too much money. Ball comes in. And still not enough. So we'll give him Terry. Russ is much. Cool. We get a center. Back Mark Williams. We'll have Gafford off the bench. That feels a lot better. PJ Washington gets kicked out of the rotation, and probably Phylon gets kicked out of the rotation, maybe. Well, when Brown and James goes back, but Sadiq Bey will go down to the bench. Tommy Hawkes will go down to the bench. Yeah. And then we'll kind of like look to simulate the rest of the season. Let's go to contract extensions and see if anyone will sign. Sadiq Bey is pretty pissed about how the season is going. I mean, I would too. But we're winning. We're winning a couple more games now. Post trade deadline. Still losing a lot. I don't think it might not be enough to come back from the hole that we kind of made for ourselves already. I think our bed is definitely made at this point. Yep. LaMelo Ball wins MVP again with some more guys. Jokic, Wembanyama, Cade Cunningham, Anthony Edwards is your first team. Bankero, Halliburton, Tatum, Boozer, Mobley is your second team. Peterson, Booker, Maxey, Ja, and Cat is your third team. Defensive first is going to be Wemby, Asar Thompson, Mobley, Draymond, and Wilson. Boozer, Gobert, Zubac, Adebayo, and Sar is your third or second team. Aaron Stokes, Mingo, Elijah Arenas, Cameron Wright, and Robert Wright, or Cameron Williams and Robert Wright, sorry, is your first team. And then Cam Williams, Ulbrich, Jordan Smith, Chucky Hepburn, and Blake Hinson is your second team. And that's kind of going to be it for your LeBron 76ers, it looks like. And the Bulls win the championship. Caleb Wilson, MVP, Finals MVP. Player retirements, let's go to that. And, oh. LeBron didn't retire. So maybe we have one more season. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do one more season of this LeBron trade. And kind of see what's going on. NBA draft, do we have a pick here? We don't. Let's go to team player options. Kyrie declined, Rollins declined. We'll pick up Edgecombe's option, qualifying options. Offers, we'll give it to Hawkes. That's it. Moratorium. LeBron James will offer a front-loaded $8 million per year contract. And then hopefully we can get Kyrie back. How did he do for us? I didn't even check. 21 a night? Sadiq Bey didn't end up doing too well for us. Josh Hart was part of that. Josh Hart was part of that Anthony Davis trade, I don't think. But keep him around. Hawkes didn't do too bad for us, to be honest. How much money do we have? We have no money to sign some guys. Sadiq Bey honestly didn't really play. EWA is kind of bugged right now, so I'm not see that. Kyrie. let's kind of look at our roster right now. We have Maxi Phylon, Edgecombe, Jalen Brown, PJ Washington. Kind of stuck on for a little bit. Mark Williams and Gafford here. Let's try to trade finder some of these guys. Gafford and Washington should be able to get us a nice piece. Or some draft picks at least. Well, actually, I want to keep PJ Washington. I think I want to keep PJ Washington's contract here. Get some draft picks from the Bulls, and maybe make a nice little trade with PJ Washington for a player. Let's kind of see who is not doing or like rebuilding. We have the Bucks who are rebuilding. Have the Hawks who are rebuilding. Of course, the Jazz are rebuilding. Contending, rebuilding is the Nuggets. You are contending. Anthony Davis, $2 million a year. Did the Curry? How much cap space do we have? Total cap breakdown, we're $92 million in the hole. I think that's a lot of our bird rights guys. I think we bring back Kyrie, not on a. I think we'll just try to run it back with our team. Hopefully we can get Rollins back. But let's see. We decline. Agree to that. Rollins has decided to sign with them. That's fine. We'll get Hawkes back on a deal. Hopefully. And then Dante DiVincenzo, maybe. Isaiah Jones, Zach LaVine. A minimum. Miles McBride. Jake LaRavia. Might be a good fit. Played on the Lakers for a little bit. Points per game. Try to get him here. A front-loaded deal. Mara is already a free agent, which is kind of crazy. Filipowski's here. Keita's here. We do have PJ Washington's contract. Let's try to trade finder that. PJ with a first. See if we can get any upgrades here. I think we would have to wait till after. Yeah, we have to wait till after free agency to do that. I'm kind of fine with that. Let's see. Hawkes agrees. Jake LaRavia signs with the Bucks. Fine. Hopefully we can get Derek. Not have to. Lively. We have enough for Keita here. I'll offer Keita a contract, little contract. And let's kind of look at minimum guys here. Derek Jones Jr. might be a good shout, honestly. Front load this, offer that to Derek Jones. Tim Hardaway. No. Lonzo Ball would be funny. So I'm gonna do it. Lonzo, welcome. Kata, Jones Jr., welcome. And now let's kind of count our positions. We have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 players. PJ Washington's not gonna be sticking around. We need to sign 2 more. Not by weight. Waiting. Malik Monk, I believe, was a Laker for a little bit. Let's sign him. And then Booze. We'll sign you. Thank you. And I think that will be it. Honestly, we'll look to get Sandro. Okay. Player progression. That's probably gonna hit us like a truck. Maxi, at the ripe age of 25, goes down 2, kind of becoming Unk. 29-year-old Jaylen Brown, down 1. Edgecombe up by 2. Mark Williams up by 1. Phylon up by 3. Nice to see. A year too late. Jaquez up by 1. Kata down by 1. Lebron down by 4. Lonzo up by 1. Derek Jones down by 1. And PJ Washington down by 1. And stepping into Summer League. And this would be probably a good time to look into maybe some trades. Actually, let's do it at the I'm able to trade again. Let's go down to Mr. PJ Washington. We have those Bulls first. Let's see if we can get any more help. Here. Roster. I am going to force LeBron to play. So, don't you worry. Rylan went back to a 1 guard. Oh no, Rollins was... Okay. I think we need a backup 2. Maybe a better starting 4. Backup 2 or better starting 4 or center. So let's kind of look for that. And let's see if there's kind of a good shooting guard / center. Dyson Daniels, maybe? Building Jaren Jackson is getting shopped around. Can we make that happen? Do we have enough money? Let's kind of see. Gotta see if we can get that done. Jaren Jackson, 50 million. I don't think we have enough money to make that happen. Personally, we're $23 million over. Add a trade exception, yes. We'll put in this Bulls pick, and okay. We had enough money. We had a trade exception, luckily. So let's go on to this next season. And Kevin Durant plans a retirement tour. Let's kind of look at what LeBron is thinking. Yeah, he's definitely gonna retire after the season. So let's see. LeBron will get backup minutes. So the new lineup goes Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, Jaren Jackson, Kata, Kyrie, Hawkes, LeBron Phylon, LeBron James, and Malik Monk, Derek Jones Jr., Kuzma, Paul, and Sandro are all off the bench. yeah, I feel like this is a pretty solid center. It's kind of like our only weak point here. Um, maybe we can trade. Maybe we do trade Phylon for a center. That is a thought. That is a thought. Um, I just want to see if I could get a good center, Phylon. Colin Murray Boyles, and a 6 guy. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a nice, cheeky little center. Miles Turner, Keaton Wagler off the bench. Zach Edey? Zach Edey a play? Is he still on his rookie deal? He's not making too much. Phylon is. Add trade exception. No. You have a first. Have 2 firsts we can give you. 3 firsts that we can give you. Alright. That is our all-in. We trade our young star, our young developing star, for Mr. Zach Edey. 10 and 7 a night. We'll have them auto rebuild. So lineup will now look like Maxey, Edgecombe, Jalen Brown, Jaren Jackson, Zach Edey, Kyrie Irving, Akez, Keita, LeBron James, and Malik Monk round out. I think this is a very good look for us. We have decent role players off the bench, but we are doing probably the best. We're probably off to the best start that we've had in the LeBron James era for the 76ers. We are probably hurt right now, to be honest. Okay, fuck no. 10, 11 points. Yeah, no. I can't Draymond as NBA Cup? Okay, whatever. I wanted to give that shit to Curry so bad. But Draymond wins NBA Cup MVP. 26 and 18, again. Probably the best start we've had underneath the LeBron James era. He is not good enough to start right now. Contract extensions. Maxey will resign on a cheeky little deal for us. So will Jalen Brown. And there goes like half of our cap. But yeah, we're doing good. Beat the Bulls, lose to the Kings, beat the Warriors. I already did all the contract extensions. Losing split with the Lakers, beat the Wizards, lose to the Spurs by 1. That's a yikes. Beat the Grizzlies, lose to the Thunder, beat the Grizzlies again. Fuck you, Grizzlies. Beating the Warriors. Anthony Edwards is your MVP with 37, 5, 5, 2 steals and a block, with 50, 40, and imagine if he was a 90% free throw shooter. Also, what face is Anthony Edwards doing? He looks like he has to take shit. Monte Becker, oh my gosh. 17, 9 and 5. Zachary Richey. I didn't like this trade. Okay. Zachary Richey of the Mavericks, Defensive Player of the Year, of course, Wemby, LeBaron Phylon was approved. Jason Tatum, Chris Finch, and John Murphy. Anthony Edwards is your MVP, followed by Wembanyama, Antetokounmpo, Doncic, and Tatum as your first team. Caleb Wilson, not Winston, Bankero, John Morant, Halliburton, and Mobley is your second team. Third team will be Shea, Peterson, Boozer, Stokes, and Towns, and Wembanyama, Draymond Green, Dyson Daniels, Asar Thompson, Evelyn Mobley. But that's not what we're really here for. Let's go to of course. Let's simulate the play-in and go to our first little matchup against the Boston Celtics here. Let's see who they have now. Is Dante DiVincenzo, Peyton Pritchard, Hugo Gonzalez, Chris Sinak Jr., and Jason Tatum. It looks like we have the better lineup against them, so this might be Jeej. We're on his art right now. I do want to run a 9, so okay. It cuts Malik Monk. Thank you. We'll simulate through this game. Game 2. Game 3 we take, or Game 4 we take. Game 5 they take. So we'll simulate with Simcast. That's fine. Simulate this game. We'll jump in if it's close. It looks like we are gonna run away with it. Okay. So simulating with Simcast again with this last one, and we'll jump in if it's close. Down 9. We're up 1 with about 4 minutes to go. I will do this where there, and we're on 2K camera. Cool. So it looks like Jaylen Brown is in Maxey against Derek White here in the screen. Maxey trying not to get faked out. Derek White passes back to Sexton. Gets a screen from Derek White. Tries to pop it. Peyton Pritchard against VJ Edgecombe. Pops it. Bricks it. Pockets with the rebound. Pushing up the floor. Pushing up to Maxey. White. Maxey's swinging around. Ooh, and picked off by Isaiah Joe. Kyrie defending Isaiah Joe. Bricks it. The ball down. Medium pace match, right? Maxey, nice put around and makes one floater. 20 points at 35 minutes for Travis Maxey. Third White throwing the ball back on the court. And they're going to the timeout. Probably get Jason Tatum. After the timeout, yes, Tatum is in. Kyrie Irving like that. Dante DiVincenzo pushing up the ball, back to Pritchard. He's doing a snack, forces up 3, breaks it. Jaren Jackson back in the game. Jaylen Brown pushing up the court, the ball against. Pops the ball, breaks it, just hits with the rebound. Pushing up against Edie. Nice shot contest. Edgecombe. Oh, nice little late. And pops it up. We're up by 3, so we don't have to play too fast here. Kristen Nash gets blocked by Jaren Jackson. Jaylen Brown. Huge Travis Maxey. Tatum. Milligan. Down by 5. Kristen Nash. Maxey. Hendo. Plays slow. Looking. Tatum. Ooh, not a good matchup. Double zeros and missing a lip against Travis Maxey. Late. Open the corner, falls down, pops it, breaks it, back to Tatum. Hugo Gonzalez, the nice little foul killing.
Team foul.
Gonzalez for 2 free throws. Looks like he will drain the second one. So now it's a 2-point game. Up 4 with
Team foul.
They're gonna play the foul game. Ball's gonna probably go to BJ Edgecombe here. Come on, pass the ball. Or Tyrese. Gonzalez. First one is mine. Next one. Oh, missed it. So still a 5-point game. Hit him. 3. And then the furlong. And we're gonna sit and let's look at the box score and see how LeBron James did. 7 points and 3 assists. Only took 3 shots. Did get a dunk in there. 25 from Maxey, 25 from Jared, almost 25 from Edgecombe, 19 from Kyrie, 12 from Jaylen Brown, 15 rebounds from Zach Edey, so nice pickup. Yeah, after trading away Joel Embiid, that's kind of what we needed, is just a guy to grab some rebounds. And we move on and play Detroit next. We'll simulate the round. So it looks like Minnesota and Dallas over there, Spurs against Denver. We have Bucks against Cleveland over there, and we are playing the Detroit Pistons. Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren, Asar Thompson. I don't think Jalen Duren is going to end up staying with the Pistons. If so, he will get traded at the trade deadline, I would imagine. But we'll simulate through game 1. Detroit takes game 1. Simulate game 2. We take game 2. Simulate game 3. We take game 3. They take game 4. We take game 5, and we'll simulate. Oh, I meant to simulate with Simcast, but they take game 6. So we are on to game 7. Coaching game plan. I will do this and put Malik Monk back in, and Tyrese Maxey gets hurt. Let me see if I could see what injury he got. Oh, broken right hand. That is rough for us, but we ball. We ball. We'll see if we can get Kyrie a couple extra minutes there. But why are you down 4? Why are you pissed off? You're in the playoffs. Okay. I want to see how Jaylen Brown is averaging 25 in the playoffs. So 20 by Edcombe, 25, 19, 8, 5 points. 8 points, 8 points, 8 rebounds, 17 points. So we'll simulate with Simcast here and see if we can pull away with a win. We're up by 10. They're up by 2 with about 3 minutes to go. So let's try to get a sneak peek into here. And kind of see how this game plays out. Isaiah Stewart. Did they fuck the camera? No. Sarah Thompson with the ball against Kyrie Irving. Passes to Jalen Duran in the corner. Back to Sarah Thompson. Kate Cunningham notably is not in for them. Kata against Duran. Holland against Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown lost to Isaiah Stewart. 3. Rebound. First thing up the court. Ooh, gets past him. And Kyrie Irving with 15 points in 4 minutes. So percentage. 35 is Holland. Ball getting the screen and missing the tray. Jalen Duran gets hit up. Nice and deep. I'll put some sexual Is that Jonathan? That is Jonathan Kamuga. Okay. Jared Jackson gets the ball, passing out to Tyree. Yeah, Jalen Brown, Hopkins, Edgecombe, and on the floor. Tyree against Kane. Trying to hit them, trying to get past him, can't get past him. Off the midi, and step back. Take them in for the ball. Jenkins, 3, swishes. Now, 5-3. Jalen Brown pushing down, pockets open, right under the rim. After Kyrie's going to push shot and misses. Kyrie, slowly looks like losing the game. Jared Jackson fouls.
First personal foul.
Free throw shots.
Penalty situation.
Penalty. Breaks the first shot. Breaks the second one. Hopkins pushing the ball up, taking the sweet ass ball. PJ Edgecombe, pick the top, 3 ball. Trying to get a foul.
Second personal foul.
It's first and 4. Jared Jackson passing it out to Kyrie Irving. Brown with the free ball, missing. And this game pretty good.
Second personal foul.
And we'll pause. Pushing up. Yeah, that is it. 76. 76ers. Just unfortunate scenes. Kate Cunningham against Victor Wet Bananas, and Wemby continues to be a finals choker. And LeBron retires a Sixer along with Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant in this simulation. We did override it once. Shoot me. Please don't. But LeBron James, in his Philadelphia career, 15, 13, and then 6 points. So not the career that he probably would have wanted, but it's the career that we got, and no championships, notably, on this simulation. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts. I did try to let the first season play out and then do a rebuild after, so let me know if you like that type of style video, or if you would like me to redo a video like this later on and just let a full simulation, or rather just let me just try to full rebuild this team. I just thought it would be nice to get Mr. Kyrie Irving and LeBron James back on the same team, but hey, this is how the LeBron James experiment went out. So, peace.